Hey guys and gals, we're back here on the StingRay project. Yeah, you can see it says right there on the tire. You see that? Yeah, see right there? It says StingRay right there. Yeah, well, one of the things I have to do is to put a larger sprocket on the back. And this is the sprocket that actually came, this was the pedal sprocket, came off the front. And I want to put that here on the back. Now it won't just bolt on there obviously, and I don't know if you can see. Sure you can. See those serrations right here? It had, this was pressed onto the pedal assembly. There we go. Pressed onto the pedal assembly, and then the flange was bent over on the back side, so it was almost like welded on. So I just ground off the flange and then was able to heat this up a little bit and pop it off of there. So I want to use this on the back to get my gear ratio right, but that hole is too small, and the gear that was on the back was too small, and I took that all apart and I used this piece here. Trust me, it does thread on there, it really does there. See, that threads right on there. But this pushes that out too far if I just put it on there. It's close. What I want to do, I want to weld my sprocket to this piece here. This is what's left out of the freewheeling sprocket that was on the back. So I don't have a lathe to chuck this up in. And I want to make sure that when I weld this on here, I get it on there perfectly straight. You know what I'm saying? So what I came up with is an idea. I have this socket. This is it's a 1-inch socket. And look at that. That puppy fits right in there. If I get it on the right side, yep, fits right in there perfectly. And it's, I mean, a nice snug fit. But I still need to get it centered in the sprocket. Well, then I found another socket that fits in the hole here perfectly. See that? Perfect. This one is a 5/8 Cornwall socket, and I ruined it. I ruined it. I really did. I did. I drilled it out. So it's not square anymore for the drive. I sacrificed it so that I can put that in there, and then I'm going to take this bolt and it's going to go up from the bottom like this, through this hole. That's going to sit right there. Oh, wait a minute, I got it upside down. This is going to go this way. That's going to go on there. And then this slides down over here, and the bolt comes right through that square perfectly. And then I put a couple of washers on here, and I screw that down tight, and that puppy will be perfectly centered in my sprocket. And that way I can weld around the bottom here, and it'll be tight on there and it won't move. But before I do my welding, I actually want to take the flange off the back side of this a little bit more. I want it just to be perfectly flat on the back side. So that's my next step to do. Get rid of this flange right here. And then this will be just, let's see if I can show you here. Yeah. The smooth side will be gone, the threaded side will still be there. You know what I'm saying? So that's my next step, and then I'll chuck it all up and we'll weld it together. And then we can just screw it right onto the wheel. Okay guys and gals, we've got her all chucked up now, and we're gonna weld it. Let's see what happens. Well, I can see that I gotta get used to using this larger size wire. I'm using 35 gauge instead of 30 gauge, which is what it came with originally. And I'm liking it better. Looks like it's putting down a nicer bead. I just gotta learn what the feed rate is going to be for it. I was going by 1/8" steel, and it said the number 8 feet, but that was way too fast. That's what I did over here, and it was piling up too fast. But coming over here, it's not too bad. Okay, guys, in the interest of full disclosure, I did a boo-boo. I warped my sprocket. I could probably straighten it out, but the other thing that happened was, if you look carefully, and I hope you can see this okay, the piece I welded on is down tight on this side, but you come around to this side and it's not, it's sitting up. I had it down on there, it's parallel this way and it's nice and straight that way, but this evidently got cocked just a little bit. I didn't have this piece clamped down. I had my holder clamped down, and I should have put another sleeve on top of this to hold it. So back to the drawing board. You know, it doesn't always work the way you think. Well, it worked the way I thought it would work, but yeah, I can see exactly what happened. Can you see that right there? Maybe you can see that, I don't know. But right here, underneath this weld, when I was welding this, that was the first weld I did. It actually picked this piece up, and it's not actually welded to the sprocket at all. Didn't get any connection there. Not good. And that's when I had the problem with the welder kicking on me. Yeah. Well, live and learn. I'll have to do it over again, that's all. I might be able to just grind these welds off and take it apart, put it back together again. I don't know. I'll have to be more careful welding it. Okay. We'll try that, see how that flies. Yeah, it's a little bit warped, but I can straighten that out. That's not a problem. Well, there it is. It's mounted on there. I have put the spindle back in the wheel, and it don't look like it's perfectly centered. To me, like it's still got it off center. Yeah, well, we'll find out. Got to be a better way. Got to be a better way. If I had a lathe, I would just cut the hole out and make the piece fit right in there. But I don't have a lathe, so we got to do what we got to do. Well, guys and gals, didn't make a whole lot of progress today, and I'm not really satisfied with the final result. Maybe my brainstorming will come up with something else. But this is the process you have to go through, you know. Sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. And I'm not calling it a total failure. So we'll see what happens. And it still might work, you know. But I have other sprockets and I have other parts I can make another sprocket with. So maybe that's the way I'm going to end up going, trying again. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. Thanks for watching, guys and gals. Have a great day. Bye. Gotta put my hat back on. My bald head's getting cold.